Let's talk about Corning, Gorilla Glass Maker, Corning, GLW. Q2 earnings, 47 cents, slightly exceeding the estimate of 46 cents. Revenue about 3.25 billion. That missed, Pete, by over $200 million. So if you're looking at GLW and you're wondering, why is GLW not doing well? These are great numbers. Maybe that's why, Pete, because if you miss by a couple hundred mil on rev, people aren't going to be real happy. They're going to say, well, has Apple or Samsung or any of the people that buy some of the things, GLW is not just about that, but they're about fiber optic stuff as well. Mm-hmm. Is it putting off large purchases, or are people finding another avenue to go down, Pete?
Yeah, and one of the things that I think really bumped up Corning, John, was all the tie-ins that a lot of folks were talking about to AI, and I'm one of them. I was pointing out some of the different things that they're doing towards AI. The problem that they ran into is everything you said, though, because that's just starting, and you know what? It will take some time, but when you look at that revenue guidance and you miss, that's not a good sign ever. And this has not been a great quarter. Now, that being said, they did have a really nice performance in July, but everything got wiped away from all the different gains that they'd made in the month of July once they got this release out there. Free cash flow looks pretty good. They do have a heavy amount of debt, John, that I think would be slightly something at least to have some concerns about. But anytime that you get up there and you basically barely meet where those earnings are and the revenue is not there and you've got an outlook that doesn't look that great, there's a lot of reasons why I think right now Corning, I don't think it's a bad stock necessarily, but I think when you look at these numbers, they're not impressive enough to get you to jump in there. But if they hit this thing a little bit harder, this is a name that I probably would start thinking about stepping into.
Beginning of the year, folks, it's $30 stock. It ran to over $46 a share, call it a 53% jump. Yeah. And now it's just below 40. So, they've been doing things right. And this little bit of a setback, I think, is more of a pause button rather than a significant correction that needs to take the stock lower. I agree with you.